Hi guys, this is a quick tutorial on LCU40H panel from Ditec that we use for most of our low voltage automation systems. We're gonna use cubic 6H on this example. It's one of our top selling motors and we love that motor. So the first thing you want to bear in mind when you start wiring the panel are your safety terminals. So as you can see here on the terminals, I have a loop wire between 30 and 9, which is a stop command, between 1 and 6, which is safety in opening, and between 1 and 8, which is normally close contact for safety in closing. I always kind of advise to create the loops and make sure that system is operational before you even start, because there is less things to exclude if you start troubleshooting or if you come across any problems by doing it. First thing, programming wise, that we want to get sorted is we want to get this MO off the screen. MO just means that there is no automation selected. So we need to select the appropriate motor. So we're going to press enter. We're going to go to AT. We're going to press enter again. When you see AS on the screen, you press enter again, and it's going to say no. So it means that no automation is selected yet. So we're going to go up to number 11. If you take a look at your book, page 22, you're going to see a small list of different motor types from Ditec. So in our case, we're using this number 11 for cubic 6H, and if you're doing a retrofit, cubic 30H. The values on the side are just predefined values that kind of come with the number that you select. So to confirm this number 11, you press and hold enter for 2 seconds. So that's it. Automation selected. So you press escape, escape, escape. No more MO on the screen. So now we can start programming. In your case, if you're using 2 motors, as you will see, I'm only using 1 motor in the tech room. But if you have 2 motors on a site, you don't need to change anything. If you're using 1 motor, like myself, you want to go back to that AT. And when you see AS on the screen, you want to scroll down to number of wings and select number 1. So if you have 2 wings, make sure that number 2 is on. Just to confirm it again, press and hold enter for 2 seconds. So the most common things that I'm asked for is automatic closing time. So let's say that we leave menu, just not to make it more confusing. We're going to press enter. When we see AT on the screen, we're going to scroll down to BA. It's easy to remember because it stands for basic adjustment. So we're going to press enter. TC stands for automatic closing. So we're going to press enter. And as you will see on the screen, there is 1 minute set on default. So to get it down to 30 seconds, we're just going to scroll down and press and hold enter for 2 seconds to confirm. In case you want to adjust your speed, VA speed in opening, VC is speed in closing, so we can adjust that just so you see how it looks. R1 and R2, that's thrust on the obstacle. So the higher you set this number to go, the more torque the motor is going to have. And let's say if we set it to 10, that should be light enough to stop any obstacle, even though nowadays everybody has safeties, but you can have a super sensitive torque on those motors. I would just recommend using the default settings because most of the time you don't really need to change anything. TR is a delay between the leaves. So the first leaf opening, the second leaf opening. So when they're closing, technically you're just adjusting your leaf. The program, the Fobs, we're going to leave the menu. We're going to press OK. And we're going to scroll down to RO, which stands for remotes. We're going to press Enter. And once you see SR on the screen, you're going to press Enter. That means that the learning mode is on. So you want to program all the buttons that you have on your fobs. So if you have a few different fobs, just program in all the buttons. In case you have a 2-button fob, you do the same thing. But if you're looking to change the functionality on the second button, I'm just going to show you how to do that in a few minutes. So you can leave it so it times out, or you can press Escape, and that's going to bring you back to your dot on the screen. To make sure the system is operational and the motor is running in the right direction, what you want to do is you want to press Enter and up at the same time, and that's going to cause the motor to open. If one of your motor is closing, you need to make sure that your polarity is changed. So that's the only thing you need to know about the motor direction. When you press Enter and down at the same time, CL is going to appear on the screen and the automation is closing. So if you ever experience that the motor is going in a different direction, all you need to do is just change the polarity on your motor terminals. It's a 24-volt system, so it's very safe, and you don't need to be afraid that you're going to burn anything out. Now we're just going to do something a little bit more advanced. So let's say that you want to unlock your hidden values in the menu. If you take a look at the menu map on any LCU40 panel, you're going to notice that there is a lot of different settings. And on some pages, you're going to see stars. Star just means that this is locked away on default. So we need to enable this advanced settings. And the way we're going to do that is by pressing Enter. We're going to go to AT. We're going to press Enter again. Once you see AS on the screen, you just press up once. And once you see AA, you press and hold Enter. And you're going to get this A with a triangle on the side. So that means that your advanced settings are unlocked now. So if I go back to our RO, for example, so this works on a few different things. We can set certain terminals to work as a safety edge terminal, mechanical safety edge, or we can just connect our safety edge receiver card, so it triggers. But just for this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to make that second button works as a latch open command. So on default on 4-button fobs, the first one is opening. Then we have pedestrian opening, courtesy light, and a stop command. On a 2-button fob, we need to do that manually. So we're going to go down to RO, and we're going to find C1, C2, C3, C4. Those 4 options just stands for buttons. So C2 would be our second button. So if we want to make it latch, we're going to go to 1-9, and we're going to press and hold Enter. So what that's going to allow us is going to allow us to open the system by pressing the first button. And once we have the system in the open position, we're just going to press the second button, and that's going to latch the automation in place, and it's going to bypass the automatic closing time. So those are kind of basic adjustments on this LCU panel. Once you have your system up and running and you start connecting safety, it's very straightforward, because you have 0 and 1, which obviously goes to 0 and 1 terminal on the panel. You're going to do that with both pairs of photocells. And then you're going to notice that on the receiving side, you have an extra 2 terminals. That's your normally close contact from the photocell relay. So if this is a photocell in closing and safety in closing, you're going to make sure that you remove this 1 and 8, and you're going to make sure that your relay is connected between 1 and 8. In the manual, you might see that you can also put a small loop between 1 and 1 terminal on the relay. So they're just going to cut down on the wires, and you're going to have 3 wires going in. So one is going to be for your negative, another one is going to be for your common and your positive command, and the third one from the relay is just going to go to number 8. If you have any problems, you can contact our technical department, send us a text, a WhatsApp video, and let us know what you think. Cheers!